written, carved in the old wood sign. Faded letters lost to time. Some say he was good, some say he was mean. Truth lies somewhere in between. They hung him high in '94. Dust settled down, then came no more. But every storm that cuts this plain still whispers softly, speaks his name. The barkeep swears he's seen him ride through the fog on the county side. And every night the fire dies, the wind repeats. Ashes don't lie. Ashes don't lie. They just remain a trace of smoke, a ghost of pain. Ashes don't lie. They tell it true. The fire burns for me and you. Old preacher says he found his coat floating near the riverboat. Blood had dried, but not his name, etched in leather just the same. And though he fell, his soul still stays in every song the fiddler plays. You can feel it in the midnight sky, ain't no denying. Ashes don't lie.
Truth ain't gold, it fades and flies, though they never disguise.
Ashes don't lie. They tell the tale of the lost who rode the rail. Ashes don't lie. They never fade, just turn to dust. Grave is just stones and weeds, but still he answers what the wind needs. You can feel it when you close your eyes, a breath, a chill, a soft reprise. They say the hollow road still hums when the lightning cracks and thunder drums. And every traveler passing by knows deep down, ashes don't lie.
If you live wild, if you die wrong, your name still writes from someone's song.
No preacher's fire, no tear, no sigh can change the truth.
Ashes don't lie. They stay behind, reminding hearts of the fragile kind. Ashes don't lie. They tell us why. Even the damned can touch the sky. Yeah. He's gone, but the dust remembers, 'cause ashes don't lie. Lantern light, pale and low, footsteps fall where the wild weeds grow. Ain't no sound, just ghosts in time, waltzing slow to a crooked rhyme. I came here where the shadows weep, where the dead still hum in their sleep. Across the rust, a name worn thin, and the smell of whiskey, death and sin. She's waiting there in her lace and gray. I hear her humming from far away. Every beat my soul gets lost, spinning round this graveyard waltz. Graveyard waltz, take my hand, lead me where the lost ones stand. Graveyard waltz, sweet and slow, dance me where the cold winds blow. The moonlight drips on her hair of gold, eyes like sorrow, quiet and cold. She said, you came too late, my dear, the living can't stay long here. But I took her hand, I felt no fear. The dead don't judge what brought me here. The ground was soft, the stars had hauled, while we swayed in that graveyard waltz. Oh Lord, let us stay a while. Just one more turn, one more smile. If I wait before the dawn, let her ghost keep leading on. Graveyard waltz, take my hand, lead me where the lost ones stand. Graveyard waltz, sweet and slow, dance me where the cold winds blow. The lantern fades, her face turns dim, the night grows still, the air turns grim. Her whisper fades like autumn rain, leaving silence and my pain. I drop the rose upon her stone, the only heart I've ever known. And the wind begins its final waltz through these graves and my fall. Now the dawn creeps pale and wide, but I still feel her by my side. Maybe death's the only cause to dance forever in this graveyard waltz. Graveyard waltz, take my hand, lead me where the lost ones stand. Graveyard waltz, soft and near, dance me far away from here. Yeah. If you listen close when the moonlight calls, you'll hear our steps in the graveyard waltz. In the graveyard waltz. night so quiet, I can hear your lies.
Darling, lies don't whisper, they cry.
And the dust keeps rising where love once died. Found your letter in a whiskey glass, words like bullets from the past. You said don't look for me tonight, I'm chasing freedom in the pale moonlight. But freedom's just another cage with walls made out of your rage. I never meant to say goodbye, I just ran before we both ran dry. I rode for miles on a tired soul, trying to make the broken whole. But you can't mend what's meant to break, you can only drown in what you take. I hear your name in every flame, and I still drink to kill the shame. But the fire burns the same old song, two hearts gone but still hanging on. Maybe hell ain't flames and chains, there's memories we can't explain. Maybe heaven's just your touch in a world that hurts too much. So if the morning finds us gone, let the wind keep moving on. Let the wind keep moving on. Shadows grin like a sinner wearing sin. And I still walk that same old road where your name feels like a load. We ain't saints, we ain't right, we're just stars that lost their light. Sounds like goodbye. Then let's run through the midnight dust. Through the midnight dust. Red sky bleeding, wind so rough. The devil smiles, it ain't that enough. I walk this road with no one to trust. My soul's burning in hell's dust. Gun smoke twist in the dawn. Every sin I ever had still hanging on. Crossing the sand, bullet in my chest. Ain't no angel, just a man possessed. Blood on my hands, fire in my veins. I rode through thunder, I rode through pain. Heaven closed its gate for us, so I keep riding through hell's dust. Hell's dust all around. Hear that devil sound. Town of ashes, face is gone. I left my mercy back at dawn. Whiskey burned my throat like sin. Ain't no way I'm going in. They took my blood, they took my pride. Now I ride with death at my side. Can't repent, can't adjust. Only one road, hell's dust.
Oh Lord, if you hear me cry,
Don't ask me why.
oh Father, take what's mine.
I crossed the line. Hell's dust all around. Hear that devil's sound. Hell's dust hiding wild. A sinner born, never mind. Saw my name carved in stone. Said, boy, you'll die alone. The preacher lied, the sheriff too. There's nothing left for me to do. A black horse waits by the flame, calling softly, whispering my name. No salvation, no trust, just a ride through hell's dust. Face my past, unbowed. Ashes fall, no peace to find. Just fire in the wreck of my mind. I close my eyes, accept the flame. Whisper softly my own name. This road ends because it must. Right here in hell's dust. Hell's dust all around. Hear that devil's sound. Hell's dust, fire and rust. I'm riding through hell's dust. Hell's dust, cold and cruel. No saint, no rule. When the fire turns to rust, still find me in hell's dust. In hell's dust. Yeah, the night's been whispering sins again, and I still hear that river hum. Down by the river I laid my soul, trying to wash off what I stole. But the water turned to black that night, and the moon refused to shine its light. Preacher said, boy, don't you pray too loud. God don't walk where sin's too proud. I bowed my head and held my breath, 'cause the river knows the truth. And you can beg, you can bleed, but it knows what you did. And every lie getting high comes floating back with the tide. I buried my gun beneath the cypress tree, swore one day it'd come for me. The wind keeps humming that same old tune, like the ghosts that haunt the moon. Mama cried when I left that night, said, son, don't chase the devil's light. But the road was long, the whiskey deep, and sin's a promise I couldn't keep. There's a church with no more doors, and blood beneath its floor. There's a hymn the angels feel. only sinners here. I met a woman down in Jackson Bend, said your story's near its end. She gave me fire, she gave me grace, but I still saw the devil's face. So I rode on through the southern rain, each drop whispering my name. And when I reached that old black shore, the river called, come home once more. I laid my soul down by the bank, and the river, it never sank. Just carried me on, whispering low, son, it's time to let it go.
You can beg, you can bleed, but it knows what you did. You can never get it right, come floating back with the tide.
Whispering low, yes, that kind of cold again. I walked 1,000 miles of silence, through the dust and through the pain. Left my heart in a broken tavern, where love don't mean a thing. Stars are hanging heavy tonight, like memories I can't lose. And every shadow on this road still wears your worn out shoes. Yeah, met a preacher down in Jackson, said, son, you look half dead. Told him I've been fighting demons that only live inside my head. He smiled and passed me water, said, boy, that ain't enough, 'cause you can't wash off the sorrow when your soul's been drinking rough. 'Cause you can't wash off the sorrow when your soul's been drinking rough. Now the fire's burning lower and the night is growing still. A coyote cries in the canyon where the stars forget to kill. And I see your face in the embers, flicker once and fade away, but the warmth still lingers on me like the ghost of yesterday. How'd you sing and drift into just sing and drift into. Fire's low, and the whiskey moon still knows. I just sing and drift into. Yeah, the road is long, the fire's low, and the whiskey moon still knows. I just sing and drift into. Smoke still hangs in the evening air. Cross still burns, but I don't care. Footsteps echo heavy and slow down the path they call Burn Church Road. You used to come here every Sunday morning. Mama prayed while I was torn. Bible in her trembling hand said, boy, someday you'll understand. But I took sin like whiskey neat, left her tears at my feet. Now the fire took what faith I owed right here on Burn Church Road. Burn Church Road, take me home through the ashes, through the storm. If heaven don't want what I become, let the devil sing. I won't run. The steeple's gone, the bells don't ring. Only ghosts of him still sing. Candles melt, the windows cry. Every saint had learned to lie. I see her face in the smoke I breathe. Her voice still tangled in the reeds. She said redemption's not for sale, but I already rode that trail.
Oh Lord, I ain't asking peace, just one last chance to release.
Let it burn.
Oh Lord, I ain't asking peace,
Let it burn.
just one last chance to release.
Burn Church Road, black and cold, made of pain, stories told. Burn Church Road, faith gone old. My soul's a dead, the fire's the gold. I knelt down where the altar stood, ash and glass and splintered wood. I said, Father, if you hear my name, don't forgive me, just remember the flame. Crows flew out the broken door, their wings the same as sins I wore. And in the smoke I swear I saw her hand reaching through the floor.
my story told in ashes warm and mercy cold. Some roads lead to gold. Mine is in smoke and soul. Yeah. Yeah. There's a name carved in the old wood sign, faded letters lost to time. Some say he was good, some say he was mean. Truth lies somewhere in between. They hung him high in '94. Dust settled down, then came no more. But every storm that cuts this plain still whispers softly, speaks his name. The barkeep swears he's seen him ride through the fog on the county side. And every night the fire dies, the wind repeats, ashes don't lie. Ashes don't lie, they just remain, a trace of smoke, a ghost of pain. Ashes don't lie, they tell it true. The fire burns for me and you. Old preacher says he found his coat floating near the riverboat. Blood had dried, but not his name, etched in leather just the same. And though he fell, his soul still stays in every song the fiddler plays. You can feel it in the midnight sky, ain't no denying, ashes don't lie.
He ain't sane, he ain't sad, just echo we all keep in. Truth ain't gold, it fades and flies, they never disguise.
The ashes don't lie, they tell the tale of the lost who rode the rail. Ashes don't lie, they never fade, just turn to dust from what we made. Now his grave is just stones and weeds, but still he answers what the wind needs. You can feel it when you close your eyes, a breath, a chill, a soft reprise. They say the hollow road still hums when the lightning cracks and thunder drums. And every traveler passing by knows deep down, ashes don't lie. Still rides through someone. No preacher's fire, no tear, no sign can change the truth. Ashes don't lie. Ashes don't lie, they stay behind, reminding hearts of the fragile kind. Ashes don't lie, they tell us why even the damned touch the sky. He's gone, but the dust remembers. ashes don't lie. You know.
Yeah. Guess the rain still knows my pain. Falling soft on the window pane. I used to chase the neon lights, barroom dreams and whiskey nights. Thought I'd find myself out there, but I only found thin air. Now I sit and watch the storms, thinking how a heart transforms. All those towns I left behind still live somewhere in my mind. But hid behind losing way of rain. My only friends, they know beginning, they know end. I wrote her letters I never sent, told her things I never meant. She was sunlight, I was shade. We were love that couldn't stay. Now a song still fills the night, echoes soft in candlelight. Every drop that hits the pane sounds like her saying my name. Maybe I was born to roam. A restless soul can't find a home. But if the rain forgives the clay, maybe I'll be clean someday. Maybe I'll be clean someday. Now the porch light flickers low, and I hum tunes from years ago. The thunder rolls, the night feels kind like time forgot to stay behind. I don't pray much anymore, but the rain still knocks at my door. And when it comes, I let it in. Feels like talking to an old friend. Maybe I was born to roll when lead some was in the rain. 'Cause I got nothing left to prove. 'Cause I've got nothing left to prove. Yeah. Yeah. If peace don't come again, I'll wait. With the old roads and rain. Cold wind on the hollow ground, echoes whisper, ain't no sound. Black wings over holy lost, they call me down. The ravens of the cross. I woke up dead, but I still feel pain.
dust for blood and smoke for veins. The rope still swings where I hung my name. Ain't no heaven, ain't no blame. The moon don't shine, it watches slow on souls that wander where shadows go. And every crow that calls my sin sings a song of what's been within. Ravens of the cross, carry me home over fire, through flesh and bone. Ravens of the cross, dark and kind, show me peace I'll never find. The steeple's gone, the bells don't weep, the town's asleep in secrets deep. I walk through walls of time and shame, hear the echo of my name. I see her face, that ghostly flame. She smiles but not the same. She said, boy, the dead still pray, but prayers don't reach this way. Lord, I'm done with fear and grave. If your mercy's lost in call, let me sleep with the ravens of the grave. Ravens of the cross, black as night, circle round, block out the light. Ravens of the cross, cold and low, take my soul where lost ones go. Rusted graves, the wind hums songs for the ones it saves. My shadow bends but never fades, tied to sins my heart still made. Every whisper calls me near, but I'm still caught between death and fear. The ravens land, they bow and nod, and I finally face my God. Ravens of the cross, wings unfold, carry stories never told. Ravens of the cross, soft and wise, lift me up where silence lies. Just me and the ravens of the cross.